All right, guys, so now we're going to actually start building our theme, which is going to be our final project for this course. So I basically created a prototype, right, of this theme and how it's going to look. It's something similar to this. Now, of course, it doesn't look as polished as it's going to look at the end, but this is a great, start for us to come in and basically start building our theme. And from there on, just start building it. All right. It's just like a mood board, just ideas of how this theme is going to look. And yeah, so let's just get started, right? So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to click on File, Open. I want you guys to go to your Shopify theme project. And then in here, we're going to create a new folder and call this static HTML, just like that, static underscore HTML. And then we're going to click on open. And then from there, I'm just going to click on, let's say, save for this. All right. So now that we're here, we're going to create a new file. We're going to call this index.html. We're going to create a folder called, let's say, assets, just like this. Inside of here, we're going to have a file called, let's say, styles.css. And then we're also going to have, say, new file. Oops, create it here, new file called app.js, just like that. Now we're going to start with the basics, just HTML, CSS. And at the end, if we decide to add some JavaScript, we'll also add it to this website. Okay, so let's just start from the top. Okay, the very first thing that we want to create is this section here. So also too, by the way, I'm gonna put this link of all of the images that you see here. We're going to actually add them in this zip file. So all you have to do is download it, guys. I'm gonna put it below this video or before this video. So just download the images. And once you have the images, it should be something like this, course images. It just has a couple of images in here. All right, just like that. So most likely it's gonna be compressed as a zip file. Just uncompress it, and then it's gonna be like this. So then now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take all of these images, I'm gonna copy them. Okay, copy 5 items, and then I'm gonna go into our static HTML, click on assets, and then in here I'm gonna paste it in. Okay, so once we do this, I want you guys to come into index.html, put in the the basic HTML boilerplate, just like that. You got the HTML tag, the head tag, the body tag, etc. Okay, so then now let's just get in here and create a section. So we're gonna say section. Now this section, we're gonna give it an ID of Jumbo. Okay, we're also gonna create a header, just like that. And here we're gonna create a footer, just like that. All right. So for now, we're gonna start with the header. We're gonna have div class logo. Now in here, we're going to have a link, which is going to be the link to the website. So I'm just gonna put in store name, just like that. And then the next one is going to be menu. Okay, and then in here we're gonna put in anchor link. So we're gonna say like that, anchor link. And then in here we're just gonna put in hashtag. And for now we're just gonna put in a couple of different links. We're gonna say about, copy this, paste this here, about. And the next thing that we're gonna do is we're going to also add a class. And then in here, we're gonna put in drop or drop down. Okay, something like that. And then inside of here, we're going to put in another element, and this element is going to be for a drop down menu. So here we're just going to put in UL, just like that. And then in here we're going to put in, matter of fact, no, don't put no UL. We're going to put in a div. Okay, just like that. This one's going to be called Submenu. And inside of here, we're going to have links. Okay, let's say link 1, link 2, and link 3. All right, cool. So now that we have this, what we want to do is we want to actually run a extension that is called Live Server. So if you guys have never used VS Code, okay, download VS Code, okay, and then from there just come here and search for Live Server, okay, and then just install this one right here. Now once you do this, you have it installed and everything is running. Come back here to your Explorer, click on your file, and then from here we're gonna come here. Let me just make sure I'll save this. I'm gonna quit this and basically open it up again, because I think it's asking me for some type of update. So I think I'm gonna have to do that before it shows up. Matter of fact, nah, all I had to do was just restart it. And as you can see here, it says go live. So you're clicking here to go live, and this is our website, right? So this is what we're building right now. Okay, we just have the regular HTML and CSS, nothing too crazy at all. All right, now for now, I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna go to the styles.css, and I'm going to get a CSS reset. So search CSS reset online. This is one of the oldest ones. So copy this. Then we're gonna come here and add this. We're gonna say CSS reset or reset.css. Then in here, we're going to come in and say link that reset. So let's say assets / reset.css. Then we're gonna do the same thing, link the style sheet of assets styles.css. And there we go. So now just to test it out, see if everything is running how it's supposed to, I'm gonna come here and do, let's say body, background, black, save that, and there we go. Okay, so everything's running how it's supposed to. So let's save this. So then now let's actually go in and make the Jumbotron, right? The jumbo. Make the jumbo on the CSS. We're gonna make it black. And then we're gonna say height 100 VH, width let's say 100%. Okay, all right, and then now we're gonna target the header. So we're gonna say header and make this header, we're gonna say make color, no, matter of fact, just say like this. We got the header and we want this header to be position fixed. Okay, so we want this to be position fixed. Okay. Now for some reason, we haven't put in the CSS reset. So let's copy this from here, paste it in here, save that. Okay. And then now let's go to the document, and there you go. This is how it's supposed to look. Now, close that, come back here. We're going to come in and we're going to target the logo. We're going to say header, logo. And then in here, we're going to say like this, display flex. Then we're going to say align items. Let's say align items centered, justify content. We're going to put this in space between. Okay. Now this header, we're going to make it width 100%. So there you go. So you got the logo here and you have the menu there. Now the next thing that I want to do is I want to make sure that this logo, I'm going to make it like this. Say font weight, say 700. Say text decoration none. Then from there we're gonna say color white. Okay. Transform uppercase. Okay, let me see. Text transform uppercase. Now another thing that I want to do is I want to change the fonts for this. So let me go to Google Fonts. Coming here. Right now they have a couple of them. So I just want the sans serif ones. All right. Let's see what's the most popular ones that they have. They got Roboto. They got Lotto, Noto Sans JP. Let's see which one's a good one. I think this one, Source Sans Pro, is fine for what we're gonna be doing. So let me see if I could come in here. I forgot how. I don't want to download it. Let me see if I could go back, because I know they just changed everything. I don't know why they do that at Google. Like, if something works, like, stop changing everything every single time. Okay, so all right. So we got 200, 300, 400. Okay, 600 and 700. Now let's also just click in here, embed. All right, and we're gonna use an import for this. So copy this, and at the top of this page, we're gonna paste this code in. And then now, to use it, we're gonna use this. Okay, so for now, I'm just gonna say HTML body and paste this in font family. Now the next thing that we're gonna be doing is saving this, making sure that this is working. So let's see how this looks. Okay. Now the next thing that I want to do is I want to put in a height. So I'm going to say height. Let's say 80 pixels. Okay. So it looks like that. All right, cool. Then now the next thing that I want to do is put in a padding inside of here, 0 top and bottom, and let's put in, let's say 10%. Let's just see how that looks at 10%. So we're missing the box sizing. So in here, we're gonna say asterisk, okay, box sizing, border box, and there we go. So that's what we have so far. It's not bad. 10% is not bad, right? We're just gonna keep it there like that for now. We can always come back and change it. But let's continue with this. So then now I'm gonna copy this. I'm gonna paste this here. Now for this one, I'm gonna say menu. Okay, just like that. And then this one is gonna be 400. And then let's see what else. So we have that like that, 400, right? Now what I want to do is I want to create a drop down menu. Okay, so for each link, I'm going to give a padding. So I'm going to say padding, and let's say padding is going to be 0 top, and let's say 20 pixels left and right. Something like that. That's not bad. So let me come here and put in, let me see. So we got drop down, submenu. Okay. So here I'm going to put in a class of link. Okay. And I'm going to put in link. Okay. And let's see. We're just going to leave it like that. And then from this one, we're going to put in a class of link, but we're going to put in as sublink. Now, the next thing that I want to do is I want to target this submenu. So we're going to say like this. Let's say, okay, we got header. Let me just copy all of this. Just like that, header menu. Then we got a submenu, or what was it, drop down? I can't remember. Link drop down submenu. Okay. Then in here, let me take this out. In here, we're gonna say background. Let's say background white. Color. For now, I'm just gonna say red. Okay. So let me see again. We got this class submenu. Okay. We got the link, and then so we got the anchor link here. Then we will want anything that has the drop down. So we got link that has the drop down. Yeah, like that. Then the sub menu. Okay, so we got header, menu, right? Then we got the anchor link. Then we have the drop down. Then we have the sub menu. And this, I want to make this position absolute, but I gotta make sure, because for whatever reason it's not showing up with the white background how I want it. So I gotta see what's going on here. Okay, so this is the sub menu. All right, so why is there a drop down on that one? Okay, so let's see. Let's treat this as a block, right? Or an inline block. So we're gonna say display inline block. Save it like that. So for whatever reason, it's still putting it outside. Back in the days, you could be able to do this. Like, I don't know if this is something new with the anchor links, but I remember doing it like this before. But it is what it is. I guess we're going to have to put this inside of LIs. So I'm going to come here, use UL, right? And then put this inside of LIs. So take this like this. Okay. Same thing for this one. And then now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the class link, put it here. Take this one, put it here. Okay. Then I'm going to come here, take this submenu, put it here. And then this one, I'm just going to put it inside of here, like that. Okay. So it's looking more like it, what it's supposed to look like. So then now I'm going to come in and I'm going to target the menu itself. Display flex. Okay, display flex. All right. Now the next thing that I'm going to do is on the one that says drop down, I'm going to target that one. Okay, so say header menu a drop down or drop down. And then in here, let me see what else. We got header menu drop down. Then in here, let me see what we're gonna do. Okay, so it's now we're targeting it how we supposed to. So this one we're gonna say position relative. Okay, position relative. This other one, the submenu, we're gonna say position absolute. Okay, and there we go. We're starting to get our drop down menu. Okay, now we're gonna move this down. We're gonna say transform, translate 3D. We're gonna say 0. We're gonna say 20 pixels, 0. Okay, just like that. So then now the next thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna say, okay, header menu, drop down submenu. We want to make sure that this menu only shows up when we actually hover on top of the drop down menu. So to do this, we're going to say header menu, drop down submenu. Okay. We want to change the color of this links here. So copy this. So say A. This one we're going to say color, let's say black for now. That's fine. Okay. And then now on this drop down, the one that has the class of drop down, we're going to do a hover. Say hover. When we hover above this, we want to make sure that we hover above that. We want to make sure that whatever submenu, it actually shows up. So we're just going to say submenu, display block. And for now, we're going to say display none. Now we can go ahead and do some nice animations for this, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, just like that. So let me see if I can bring this down a little bit. So let's say, or bring it up, sorry. Let's say bring this at 10 pixels. Okay. Then we also want to make sure that if we are above this submenu, that it also keeps a display block. Now make sure that we come here, remove that. It's supposed to be submenu, not submenum. So save that. Okay, refresh. All right, and then we're gonna have to put in like a little bit of padding on this. So let me see, we got drop down. Once again, link, drop down, putting a padding on this, padding 20 pixels all around. Copy this here. We're going to put this 20 pixels on all of the links. Okay, and there we go. That's our drop down menu. All right. Now, let me see. We have padding on this. We want to delete that. Okay. Okay, and there we go. So then now on our drop down menu, we're going to say padding. Let's say 20 pixels all around. Let's see. Where was it that we have the background white? It's the submenu, sorry. Right here. Okay. Then in here, we're going to say, okay, we got display none, position absolute. We're going to say width. Let's say minimum width, 300 pixels. It's a little bit too big. Like that. And then now what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that each link inside of here is going to be display, or let's say, yeah, display block. Okay, and there we go. Let's also add some for this thing, the submenu. Let's put in some border radius, say 3 pixels. Okay, then now for each link here, we're going to put in a padding of, let's say, 10 pixels all around. Okay, just like that. Let's actually come in and remove this minimum width. All right, so this is what we have so far. So let me see. So we got minimum width. I think we're gonna have to bring it back. Okay. Let me see what else. We have a padding all around this. Let me remove this. And there we go. So now that's actually looking a little bit better. And of course you can go ahead and make this way better than this, but so far we're good. We got our header exactly how we want it. Now, this is one of the reasons why it's so much better to work with Sass. Like, I enjoy Sass way better than doing this with just manual CSS. I feel like it's faster, like less copy and paste code for sure. But yeah, man, so we got the header right now, guys. This is just the beginning. And in the next video, we're going to continue with the next section, which is our jumbo, right? Which is this area right here. So I'm going to stop right here, guys, and I'm going to see you guys in the next video. All right. Take care, guys. Peace.